Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I am your host Wally, and today we are taking a look at the sacred springs of Central Texas. Now, Central Texas is home to several springs that have been important to the Native American population for thousands of years. These places have been visited for a long time, and they've been sacred sites where they have gone to perform the ceremonies, refresh themselves, have meetings, those sort of things. The first one we are stopping at is the Blue Hole in San Antonio, Texas. Now, this used to be a pretty powerful spring. They describe it as gushing out several feet into the air as it flows into the San Antonio River. That's where we get the San Antonio River from, and if you can come here, you can see uh, that they built a little well around it. Now, it is no longer blue, but it is still a hole, so you can go check it out. It's behind a university office, and it leads into Brackenridge Park, where you can see the outcome of the blue hole. Now, we head over to San Pedro Springs in San Antonio still. San Pedro Springs has been visited for thousands of years. It is also the oldest city park in the United States that is still here. You can come here, visit. They have a wonderful park area where you can walk along with some of the trails and some picnic tables. They have a theater there. They have a gazebo. But during the summer, most people come here to enjoy the springs. This water is sadly no longer really part of the spring. It's just regular water, but I still like coming here and taking a swim in the tree-lined pools. And I like it when they make everyone get out of the water for about an hour. Not an hour, like 10 minutes or so. Then we keep traveling north to New Braunfels, Texas, to Comal Springs. These springs have been very important to people, to pioneers, to Native Americans. Uh, the pioneers chose this area here to make New Braunfels. The German people liked this, that they had a spring right there. You can sort of see it bubbling up, see those ripples. Um, the Spanish also had a mission here once. So the Spanish, the Germans, and the Native Americans were all visitors to this area. It was an important area for them, an important stop. And you can see how important this is because they still have a park there where the water coming from here pretty much feeds the whole park. And that's where the Comal River comes from. Half an hour north of that is San Marcos Springs. This used to be called Acorina Springs, and they used to have Ralph the pig that would jump into the water. But once it got bought by the university, they started to turn it back into a nature place. So they no longer have mermaids. But look at that water. The springs are there and they're bubbling through that sand. As I was saying, they no longer have mermaids or Ralph the pig. Now it's more educational, which is still good. The water's really cold. You can come here, take some glass bottom boat tours. You can see the bottom of the springs. The water looks really blue and then really green. So I kind of like coming here and just checking out the water. This used to be a stop, which is why they built the city of San Marcos around this area. And then the last place that we will check out for these Central Texas springs is Barton Springs in Austin, which is probably the most popular of all the springs that I just mentioned. This is a popular spot for everybody to come during the summer. The water is super cold, super refreshing. It takes me about 45 minutes to get in because I go toe by toe. I am not made for cold water. But once you have acclimated yourself, it's a pretty enjoyable time. This place was also home to the Spanish missions. It lasted here for a couple years before they decided to move on to other places since it wasn't really that successful. but the spring was important to a lot of people. Native Americans used to come here, do their ceremonies, take some fresh water. Um, we keep forgetting that water has always been very important. Not only water, but fresh water. Not only fresh water, but fresh drinkable water. So I'm probably sure that had a lot to do with all these visits that these springs have gotten through the ages. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this video and get to know a bit more about these sacred springs. You should totally visit them. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Bye-bye.